Hello. I want to share with you a few announcements about this coming Sunday at Gaston Christian Church, May the 31st, 2020. We will finally be back inside the church after, 11 weeks of being out. But there are going to be some changes, so wanted to share those with you. First of all, we are not going to have Sunday school this coming Sunday. We're only going to have worship at 10:30. 10:30. The worship team is going to practice at 9:30, so if you're on that, you can come. But everybody else at 10:30 or a little bit before, don't want people all showing up at one time. That kind of negates kind of the issues here. Now, we're still going to be online. However, we're only going to be on Facebook Live at 10:30. As soon as we can, we will upload the church video to YouTube. I know several of you don't do Facebook and you do it on YouTube. We will get it up there as soon as possible, hopefully Sunday afternoon, but it may not be until Monday. If you've already followed our YouTube channel, it should pop up for you and let you know that it's there. But want to let you know about that. Now, as with everywhere else that you have been these past 2 months, the rules still apply here. If you are sick, fever, anything like that, stay home and just watch us online. If you've got a compromising health issue, we encourage you to stay home and watch online as well. And of course, when you're here, maintain that distance that you've got to do everywhere else. We don't have the floor marked or anything, but you're responsible adults and you can figure that out and keep yourself safe. Now, not everybody is comfortable with the same level of risk, even coming into church. So we're going to try to err on the side of caution rather than pushing it. So here's some things that we're going to do differently. When you come, the doors will be open and propped open so that you don't have to touch the handles when you come in. We'll close them during church to keep the air conditioner air inside, and then prop them back open at the end. One of the deacons will prop those open so that you can go out without having to touch anything. When you come in, there's going to be some sanitizing stations. There's one going to be right here, and then one over here at the round table. If you want, you can use a tissue to dispense your hand sanitizer if you so desire. Dana has made a bunch of these masks that will be here on Sunday for anybody who would want one. You can have one for you, and Terry has donated some N95 masks for us. If you would rather have an N95, we have some that you can have this Sunday for that as well. I'll talk a little bit more about masks in a moment. And then on the other side of the foyer here is going to be this table with your scripture journals on it. This Sunday we're starting our new series, Summer Joyride, about the book of Philippians. And I have a scripture journal for all of you. I don't have them yet. I'm going to get them from Pamela. And I've got them in a plastic bag, not necessarily because of the virus, but because there is a prize inside that goes along with our Summer Joyride theme, and that way you can just pick it up and have both of those there. But your name will be on it. You can come pick that up Sunday. And listen, if you're not here, don't worry about it. You're not going to miss out. I'm going to mail yours to you if you're not here on Sunday, and you really don't need them until next Sunday anyway, so that's going to work out for you, so I just don't want you to worry about that. Okay, let's go into the church building. Like we do oftentimes on Easter and Christmas, we don't collect an offering by passing the plate. We just put the plates back here for you to drop in on your way in or out. And so we've got one here and on that side and here by the sound booth as well, like we've done before. Also, our communion is going to be a little bit different. I've got 3 stations set up. Of course, the table up front like normal. Over here by the sound booth, there's going to be a table with communion on it, you can see. And then there's one over here. And if you'll come over here with me, I want to show you what we're going to do for communion. We will have it already back here, and it's going to be double-stacked cups. And if you can see right here, there's 2 cups. In the bottom cup, there is a piece of bread, and then the top cup will sit inside of it with about half full of grape juice. And so you will come and just come pick up yours and take to your seat. And I would like for as many of you who can to get that before church so we don't have a mass rush or a crowd during communion time to get those. If you forget or if you don't have a place in front of you to do that, to set it down, don't worry about it. We'll make sure you get communion. In the seats, there should be a place for you to set that until communion time, like where you put your empty cups. And hopefully there's spaced out enough that everybody will have one, but we hope that's what's going to work for you this coming Sunday. Now, let me take you up here and show you about our seating. We've spaced the seats out a little bit, and I've got some do not sit signs, and they're just pieces of paper that are just sitting on the seat. Okay, they're not attached. They're not shocked so that if you touch them, something bad happens to you. They're just sitting there. Because let's say you come to sit down and there are 4 open seats and you have 5 in your family, because we want families to sit together. Just pick up the sign and move it to an open seat. It's just that easy. Don't worry about it. We're not this don't sit here police. We just are trying our best to get people to space out and do that as much as we can. So some other things we are not going to be doing our greeting time like we normally do. No hugging, no handshaking, or anything like that. You know that. And I know you want to do that because you haven't seen each other in so long. But really, this Sunday, please refrain from doing that as much as possible. People have asked me about wearing masks, and it's up to you. Masks are optional. You can wear them or not wear them. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do personally. While I'm preaching and leading singing, I'm not going to wear a mask because I'm going to be up front and distanced from everybody else. But at the end of church, when I go to the back to tell you goodbye and everything, I am going to wear a mask just because I don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable. I'm just going to do that for your benefit. Kids are going to stay with their families during that first song. Normally, they go up front to sing. We're not going to do that this week. I want them to stay in their seats. We'll still do a kid's song, though. Trading My Sorrows is what we're going to do. And they're going to stay in here until it's time for me to preach, and then they'll be dismissed with Miss Amy next door like normal. We have the seats over there spaced out as well, and Amy's going to do her best to keep your kids apart, but you know how kids are. They're going to do what they're going to do, but we're going to do our best. However, they'll probably be more obedient than some of you will be. I'm just saying from experience, okay? But if you want to keep your kids in here with you, that's fine too. We allow that as well. And then as we dismiss, we're not going to just all exit at one time. I'm going to dismiss you by sections at a time to try to keep some distance there as well. I know many of you want to socialize. It's supposed to be a pretty day on Sunday. If you can do that outside, that would be fantastic. Some of you I know can't be outside in the sun and in the heat, so you're going to want to stay inside and talk. I get that and understand that. We're not going to yell at anybody for doing that, but I just want to remind you to do your best to stay apart from each other, at least this Sunday. Okay? So those of you who are going to be here Sunday, I can't wait to see you. The rest of you, I can't wait to see you online like we've been doing, and I'm real excited. Summer Joyride, the introduction sermon this Sunday, May 31st. See you then. God bless you.